What good is a cold email if nobody opens it? If you find yourself using subject lines like quick question, it's time to switch it up. Prospects are scanning their emails for anything that screams sales or marketing so they can hit delete and get to the stuff that matters. Try one of these 4 subject line frameworks to get the open on your next cold email. This one has been my favorite for a really long time. I used to use this all of the time as an AE. It's the CEO's name and comments. So let's say the CEO's name is Mary Smith. The subject line would be Mary Smith's comments. Now, the key to this is to make sure your preview text immediately addresses a comment that the CEO has recently made. So one example might be, Mary Smith spoke about the 10 enterprise logos your team landed in Q2. Sounds like moving up market might be a focus. Make sure to pair that observation with a tentative tone. Using an overly assumptive or informative tone is shown to reduce the likelihood of a reply by 26%. The next one comes from a friend of ours, Bilal Petrawi. It's the rule of 3. You take 3 words or numbers, 2 ordinary ones, and 1 unusual one. It's like a riddle. Then in the email, you can pay off on the riddle by bringing in the unusual number or word. Here's an example. Let's say you're selling website SEO. You could say 598. Because the 598 seems so out of place, it'll create curiosity. On top of that, most subject lines don't have purely numbers in them, so it interrupts the pattern. Then in the email, you could say, looks like you're currently ranking 7th in your category on Google. But the first 3 clicks tend to get the most results. Acme Company was struggling to rank organically, so they brought us in to revamp their blog. Since then, they've seen a 598% increase in organic traffic. Interested in learning more? Next example, let's say you're selling accounts payable software. You could say vendors, spreadsheets, and toupees. Again, because the toupee stands out, it creates curiosity for the reader. In the body of the email, you could write something like, looks like you brought on a lot of new tools this quarter. Acme Company was using spreadsheets to manage their payments. This left them pulling their hair out when their CEO asked for a budget update. By using Alpha, they were able to see their spend at a glance. Worth a look? The next email framework is something we call internal camouflage. The most important email subject lines are often very simple. Think of the emails you get sent by your boss, your customers, or your colleagues. They're usually 1 or 2 words that are very descriptive about the content of the email. Here are some examples. Q2 forecast, new patient, battery leakage, plant downtime, 7th place, reply rates, social engagement, website update, GDPR regulation, year end, and employee turnover. Use these really simple words to keep your prospects' defenses down and their finger off the delete button. And finally, the subject preview combo. Start a thought in the subject line and then continue it in the first line of the email. So here's some examples. Your website isn't accessible to those who are visually impaired. Employee churn seems to be up since last quarter. Cash payments may be slowing down your guest checkout experience. If you want to give any of these a try, drop your version in the comments and we'll rate them.